If you've just applied for a job, former Google recruiter Nolan Church recommends emailing the CEO of the company to let them know you're interested. Probably 90% of the time, we took calls with those people, he previously told CNBC Make It. But there's another step you can take to get noticed if you can't find their contact info or feel a little intimidated to reach out. Find the company's recruiter on LinkedIn and reach out to them. I highly recommend doing this, says former Disney recruiter and author of forthcoming leadership book, Build Smart, Simon Taylor. Here's why he thinks this might move you ahead in the process. Reaching out to a recruiter on LinkedIn is a great way to get noticed, Taylor says. The recruiter's job is to find people for these roles, he says. And they have to go through dozens of resumes, sometimes more, to do that. If you truly believe you're qualified for the role, you're doing them a favor by contacting them on LinkedIn and putting your name right in front of them, he says. To find that recruiter, go to LinkedIn's search bar and type in the name of the company and recruiter, hiring manager, talent acquisition, or any other term you think would help surface the right people. LinkedIn will then offer up a list of professionals that match your search. Keep your message to the recruiter short. Say, "Hi, I've just applied to X title," says Taylor, and include the job ID number from the post you applied to. Then add a quick summary of why you're a great fit for that role. Attach your resume and thank them for their time. Altogether, write up to 2 sentences to summarize your experience and relevance for the role, he says. If the recruiter wants to know more, they can look at that resume you've attached or reach out. Sometimes it'll be hard to narrow down exactly which recruiter is responsible for hiring someone for the position you applied to. In that case, says Taylor, reach out to 3 or 4 recruiters. People typically handle different types of departments, he says, so if someone gets an outreach from someone that looks qualified for a role, and they're not the one responsible for hiring for it, they will forward it along to the right hiring manager. If, ultimately, those 3 or 4 people are not responding, maybe you're not the right fit, he says. Don't miss. Want to be smarter and more successful with your money, work and life? Sign up for our new newsletter. Get CNBC's free Warren Buffett Guide to Investing, which distills the billionaire's #1 best piece of advice for regular investors, do's and don'ts, and 3 key investing principles into a clear and simple guidebook. Do these 3 things on LinkedIn and you'll be head and shoulders above most on the site. Experts say UP to 3 really strong recommendations is more than enough for your LinkedIn. Here's how to get them. This is the #1 predictor of future success on your LinkedIn and resume, says ex-Google recruiter.